Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. All our videos for educational purpose only. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated signal as long as you are at your own risk. We're not responsible for your trade. We're not your financial advisor either. So at this moment, we are going long on the ES. Everything is long. ES, CL, NASDAQ, everything is long. Let me try to at this moment we don't have a short. The market was sideways and then all of a sudden when the market pulled back to the support area at 39.36, and then you can see it immediately from the momentum just to start igniting to the long side, and all the market is going long and there is no short at all, and we are at the ES. The first target is 39.51. If you are trading 2 or 3 contracts, the first target is 39.56, and then let's see, what is the CL? Here is the CL. For the NASDAQ, we have a problem at NASDAQ. The target is 119.27, but the problem is with the institutional number, there is a heavy resistance to the institutional number on the NASDAQ. So also on the ES, most likely is going to break that resistance area at 39.48. The momentum in the market is extremely strong. But I'm concerned about the 39.51. There is a double resistance, so we might experience a little pullback from the 39.51 level. So you gotta be careful when you are auto trading. If we notice the ES is holding at the resistance line at 39.48, eventually it's going to break this one here. You can see it's right in line with it. But the double resistance here, I'm not sure we are able to go above the 39.51 at this moment. If the buyer increase, maybe we have a chance, but still too early. It's 10:03. And usually the institutional numbers are usually between 11 and 12, target 1 and target 2. So we still have 2 hours to tangle to the to climb to the target 1 and target 2. It's only 10:03 at this moment, and it's a matter of time. Actually, the ES is going to break that level, the 39.47, and my concern is this one here, the 39.51. Now, if you are auto trading, let's say 2 contracts, and if you want to interfere with your auto trade, it's a very good idea to start unloading or taking something out of your auto trade. And there we go, we broke it. And now this is where the key on the ES is the 39.51. There is a double resistance in this area here, and the NASDAQ is not really helping, because if we look, there is also a very thick lines to the institutional number, which is 119.55. So this is where I'm hoping that if we are crossing the 39.51, which is not going to happen right now, then maybe there is a possibility to climb to the target 1 but we still have an hour for the institutional number. So we will see what happened if a trader is out of the ES trade. You should not get your auto trade to take a trade here, or you should not take even a manual trade in here long. If you wanted to take, we're not your financial advisor, you do whatever you want on a sim. If you want to follow me, that's fine. If you are out of any trades within ES, the only re-entry point on the ES is 39.39. 39.39. This is the re-entry for the ES. It could be the ES going back to retest the 39.39. There is no short. For the Nasdaq, the re-entry point is exactly right here at 118.83. 118.83 as a re-entry. So you can see this is what I was concerned about, the double resistance, and eventually we will break that line here. And you can see from the resistance, it was a little bit weak, going back, reconfirm, and then it's going to test it again, and then hopefully we'll break it. So today the market is long. There is no short at this moment. And if you want to direct your auto trade to the long, that will be the best offer you can get on any type of an auto trade. Doesn't matter if it's our auto trade or somebody else's auto trade, is irrelevant. Also, I want to bring something that's very exciting. Yesterday, we were in NinjaTrader webinar, and a NinjaTrader is coming with a web platform, and this is really good, and we are going to put it to work right away. It's going to be first of all, the web Ninja is going to be you can use your Mac, which is very pleasant. So now I can switch my laptop to a Mac and use the web for the Mac, the web version. And of course, when a NinjaTrader jumped from platform 7 to platform 8, we were the first one. When we got the release on the NinjaTrader 8, we were the first ones releasing our system on NinjaTrader 8. And our system is a huge, and now we have the website, and of course we will be doing to our clients, to our traders, immediately we're gonna put the smartphones or your table PC we're gonna make it immediately. The minute we get our hands on it, we are going immediately turn in those auto trades to your tablet PC or to your smartphones. We have the developers, we have the best developers in the whole country, and they've been with us now. We have 2 people, they've been with us 15 years developing non-stop, 15 years developing non-stop, and I cannot wait till I get my hands on the web version. And it seems like it's very fast, and this is a very good, and we will see how we can secure our system on the website, and the minute we get our hands on it, we will be the first one to release on the smartphones or smart iPad. The system can be worked on iPad Android, and we're gonna go on a full throttle with it, and we're gonna do something else. We're gonna do something really different, and I have few things on my mind to do, and I'm not gonna reveal what we have a plan, but I've been waiting on this moment where we're gonna, even if a trader using the desktop, we're gonna use some smart algorithm where he can lay his mobile phone or his iPad, and we're gonna increase his vision to the market, and but we're not gonna talk about it here on a YouTube. We're not gonna share our ideas to competitors, but I got the guys ready, and we are going to do something extremely advanced on it. We never stop development, and we will never do. Where the rest, they still use an ATR from the early 80s, and they still using it in 2023, where we accomplished 20 auto trade, and each auto trade is a huge auto trade, from simple auto trade to scalping to swing trading to reversal auto trade to institutional auto trade to many things, and now we have new doors open, and we will continue be the leaders with the automated trading, and we will be continuing using the latest of the latest technology. We already got special servers for that, and we are going on a full opening new doors for us NinjaTrader. We thank NinjaTrader for that, and we now traders can use their iPhone, and they can use their tablet PC, and then immediately we had meeting this morning with my group, and we are gonna do some kind of systems where traders, whether they are in the car or traveling or they are in the office, they can use their smartphone or their iPad, and it's going to be some new doors for us to open to help our client to be at the edge at any given time. And this is I'm very, very pleased what I heard yesterday in the webinar. And I remember NinjaTrader 6, there were maybe 4 or 5 people, 6 people working for Ninja. Now they have 211 employees, and now they are using the same like team viewer, and a new website is the new web server remind me of my old Signal platform. The Signal back then, I used to be Signal using the platform in there, but then I switched to NinjaTrader 6, and back then on NinjaTrader 6 I had it, I bought the license and everything. I had it on my screen, on my computer, but when I was using the e-signal, I found that the NinjaTrader 6, it was so ugly, and gray, and it was 3 months on my computer before every time I open it, I closed it. I didn't like it. But then NinjaTrader, when they come in with number 7, start seeing the light on it. And then when they come into NinjaTrader 8, and it was a total different level. I mean, they came a long way. And I think the NinjaTrader platform is going to compete with the TradingView, and it's going to compete with this with the eSignal, and also what I have seen yesterday, also they are also the same basic like the interactive broker. I use the interactive broker for the euro dollar, and so they got a little bit from each. And what we have seen yesterday, it was extremely fast. Of course, we have not tested, but it's going to be released soon. And the minute we get our hands on it, we're gonna go on a full throttle with it, and we are going to make much higher advance. And I'm very pleased about the Apple, and we can use Apple with it, smartphone or smart pad with it, and that is gonna explode NinjaTrader to different level of algorithm. Sadly, for the ones they use in ATRs and MACDs, it's not gonna be making any difference. They're gonna stay in a disaster trading with no proper education, just a black box above, below the moving average. It's not even worth it for them to invest in the web NinjaTrader. So still, the ones are using a black box. The web is not gonna do any good for them, and it's not going to. They're still going to be in disaster, but we will be going on much higher level, and I'm not gonna reveal it right now, but I already start planning to have something nobody can even copy it, and we're not scared from development. We're not. We love it. When we first started, one of the programmers was in the hospital with his mother. Middle of the night, I called him. I had an idea, and I made him work in the hospital, and that's many years ago. Now he don't do it, but and sometimes things can come at night when you're sleeping. You can. You have to love the market. You have to love this market in order for you to be success. You cannot use it as a dishwasher machine, And so let's go back to the trading. As we see, the resistance at 39.48 is holding fine, but there is no short. And this is why I'm saying those guys with the ATRs and MACDs, they're gonna fall behind, because if we look at this, by this time, doesn't matter if you're auto trading on a 1 minute chart or rank a bar or banana bar or whatever it is, by this time, your ATR auto trade or your MACD is going down with a short trade, and there is no short. Actually, it's a pullback re-entry. And this is the pathetic side of the market. When you use a dummy moving average, you have no way to get off the ground. In 2023, we barely can keep up with the market. And then you have a guy with a stick, sitting on a stick. You want to beat up a Ferrari. He's not going to do that. Lack of information, lack of knowledge, he's not going to get anywhere. Anyway, doesn't matter. That's his problem. Anyway, the market here is a pullback re-entry, and we will see there is no short at this moment, and you should not allow your auto trade to take any short at this moment. And there is a re-entry at 39.40. 39.40 is a re-entry on the ES. Plus we have the projection at 39. There is no short. There is no short, gentlemen, at this moment. We need to confirm that short. And it's not been confirmed. Is it just a pullback re-entry? And the only time we are going to confirm is short is when the ES go below that line, 39.36. This means the long trade is over. It could be the news. Let me see on the news. Maybe there is something on the news. I have not looked. I was busy this morning. There is no, at 10:30 there is a low, the neutral gas storage. At 10:30, what time now? It's 10:21. I don't know why the gas storage has an impact. Usually it's low. It's not a very high news, but we will, this dive is not normal on the ES, but let's see what happened, and let's see if this market is going to lose all the momentum to the long side. So here it is. Welcome to trading. The ES 2 minutes. Look at this. The ES 2 minute. When it was on that level here, we had like almost $2,000, and we didn't do anything about it. And this is where sometimes a trader has to step in and don't just let the auto trade do everything, because it was overwhelming here, the resistance at 39.48, and I thought it was going to break, but then the market sinked in, and all what I can say, sometimes welcome to trading, sometimes happen, and as we see, the market is trying to climb again. That's very fine. And that's where we expected the re-entry at 39.40, and there is no short and no short, and that's why I said the ATRs and the MACDs do not work, because by this time they start taking a short, and now the market blowing right up to their face, and it's not going to do anything here. For our signal auto trade, the ones is coming from the market analyzer, stayed on the long trade despite the pulling back. If we look on the auto trade based on one contract, there is $212 on the market analyzer, and here it is. 187. The market analyzer is based on one contract. And the trailing stop is not a dummy trailing stop. It is fib. It's moving with the fib. It's not moving with the dummy trailing stop. So let's see how the market going to function. And let's see if the market able to stay above the 39.40. It is a very critical point at this moment to make sure that this market stay above the 39.40. This is really critical, and if you are a manual trader, you're gonna get lost in here, because in this area here, folks, there is always, please try, take me serious or you don't, it's up to you, it's your money. The chart is always a split in three pieces. You have above, long, below, short. In the middle, there is a lot of garbage, a lot of turbulence. So what you've been told that this market either long or short, that guy who told you this cannot trade a paperback. The market cannot be long or short, cannot be green or red, or blue and red. There is a neutral areas, and some people don't get it. There is a certain area on the chart is not tradable, whether you are auto trading, manual trading. You can dismiss it as much as you want, but it is, in the market, is very painful when you start losing money. You can dismiss it. We don't care about the price. Two different type of a trading. You're either fundamental or technical. For you as a future trader, you cannot be fundamental. Maybe on the Forex, on a long term, maybe you can do fundamental things. But you need to stay with technical. Is irrelevant if the CL $78 or $30 or $100 is irrelevant. The number is irrelevant. For you as a day trader, you try to maintain either above the turbulence or you fly below the turbulence, below the fogs. So as we see here, this area from 39.40 to 39.36 is not tradable, because this is where the market is going to split between long and short. This is where the market, if it's going to hold or is going to lose. So this is what we said is not short, is a pullback re-entry, and now the market has broke that line and now is climbing to the 39.51, and then the institutional number that will start reappearing again with a new number where you need to start layoff. Once this market hit the target 2, you are done for the morning session. Irrelevant how much you made, irrelevant how much you want to make. And this is a bump in sometimes to new traders. They set their goal on a daily basis, let's say 1,000. Yeah, but 1,000, maybe this market is not moving today. How are you going to get your 1,000? This is a wrong direction in the market. Sometimes you will be happy just to get out of the market with no red in it. And sometimes you come in, your daily target is 1,000, and then you're gonna end up the Nasdaq making 8,000. So we cannot say, I need. What you need and what the market is given is totally different ball game. And the concept, the ones they keep repeating, like if you make 3% every day or 5%, you will be making that much money at the end of the year. True. But in order for you to get the 3%, get your education. If you get 3%, if you get 5%, if, like what they are saying last week, if crypto will go to 10 million. If. The word if is very small and has no meaning. So that's what they use in the crypto. And when one guy, if, then the crypto, the Bitcoin will potentially go in 2040, 10 million. I mean, you cannot predict what you are going to eat tomorrow, but that guy can predict 40 years ahead of time, where he cannot predict the bar for the next minute where it's going, but he can predict it in 40 years from now. And then the other one got jealous and he didn't want to, and then he went and opened a session about the Ethereum. If, then it could be the Ethereum going to 5 million. So there are two different people on if, and each one of them predicted the Ethereum is going to be 5 million and the other one the 10 million. It depends what kind of cigarette you're smoking for that day, because if does not exist in the trading If. Yeah. If Tesla did this, or then the shares is going to the moon. Yes, if, you know. If my son get a job, I will be glad and get him out of my head. Yes, but he's stuck in front of me. So what I'm saying is, if does not have meaning in the trading. If, not on the day trading. So the only thing I know, if this market cross this line for at this moment, we can hit target 1 and target 2. If this market, because I see it in front of me, I cannot predict what is going to happen in 2040. Maybe in 2040, all this digital crap will be in the garbage, and somebody is going to come out with going somewhere to the space. I don't know. I don't know what happened in 2040, but I know today in 2023, on the March the 2nd, if the ES cross those heavy resistance, we can climb to target 2. My vision is only just 5 minutes ahead of time, but I cannot predict what time the market is going to reach on the ES 10,000. I don't have the vision. Maybe I'm smoking the wrong cigarettes, I don't know, or drinking the wrong coffee, but I don't have that vision what is going to happen to the ES in 2040. When I started the ES many years ago, the ES cost, to buy an ES, it was no E-mini. The ES back then cost $24,000. And the ES back then was 600. The ES was 590. We were trading on 590, 592. So if we consider in 30 years, the ES is on 4,000. 30 years ago, I was trading the big ES under 590, 591. It was $1,000 per point. So what happened on the ES, if you think about it, for the last 30 years, when I was trading it on 590, and now it is 4,000, it's not really much. It's really not much for the last 30 years. I mean, when we were trading at 590, we were thinking maybe in 2020 it will be 10,000, 12,000. In 2023, we are only 4x, 5x from what we were 30 years ago. And actually, if you think about it, it's not much. It's not much at all. It's not. So the Nasdaq is a different story, but the ES is not much. So we hit the target on the ES, and we are finished with the ES trade. The ones coming from the market analyzer, but we still have the CL climbing, and here's our luck on the Nasdaq. It closed that trade. Look where the Nasdaq closed, and now the ES is trying to climb this heavy resistance, and you can see how hard it is. There is a lot of resistance. As you notice from the beginning of the webinar, we told you we're gonna hit this target. I'm not sure about the target 1 yet. And we hit the target, this coming from the market analyzer, but it is a little bit hard to climb to the target one at this moment. It's not enough. If we look on the side here, the market analyzer is strong, the momentum is strong. The buyers start getting increase, so we need a little boost on that part here, and then immediately probably will climb to the target one. So we need a little more fuel and on this one here in order for us to cross all those resistance. The question is, why all those lines here, how we can trade when it is between all those lines? You cannot trade. When it is too many lines, that means this area is not tradable. When you see too many lines, this means you need to start unloading your and start closing in your positions. Let's try to take another one. Keep your eye on the NASDAQ. If you are a NASDAQ trader and the market go below 118.97, you should be closing all your position on the NASDAQ long. It's no longer valid. Let's see what happened. I'm expecting the re-entry on the ES. You have two. If you are taking two micro account or two lots on the micro, or you are taking two ES, instead putting them all in one pot, you have a re-entry on the ES on a sim. We're not your financial advisor. On the sim, 39.43 the first trade, and the second trade is 39.40. This is what those M strategy designed to do when they are taken from the fibs, and that's why you can see they are. This is the M strategy is going straight to the fib line. And then what it does, it will be reversing from that fib line. And this is the micro strategy. You can use it on a micro or an ES. So it's coming and closing at 39.42. The reason is because it's on 7 range, and the fib lines are different from the 1 minute. So it's coming direct to the fib line. And This is the first re-entry, and this is your second re-entry at 39.40. And it's coming right to the fib line, 39.4275. And then once it's done with that trade, it's going to reverse on the support area. So this is the easiest auto trade and extremely efficient with especially for new traders. They don't understand the concept of trading, and this is a very friendly use, and it's just straight out of the box. You don't need to do any optimization if you don't want to. And it's built for a micro. You can add, there we go, closed it, look, it's closing it right on the line. Look at this. If you want to compare the 7 range with the, it's right on line with the 7 range and the 1 minute. Look at it, right at the fib. A bummer, look at this. This is happening very often on this auto trade for our traders. This has happened practically every day. You see the market come into the support or resistance and missed by 1 tick the target, and then it goes back again. When you see this, to our members, just go on the top and close position immediately, because you're going to see this a lot. You know, because what it does, the target is not a dummy target, 10 ticks and 20 ticks. It's on the fib line. So sometimes, as you see here, it come in right to the fib line at the support area. And the best option is to override it and say, close position here and take your money. And that's why now with NinjaTrader on the web, you will have the option when you are working or you're driving, you can put your iPad, whatever, and then when you see things like this, you just push the button on there and take your profit. Because right now what it does, if the market go farther to the lower level, it's going to re-enter on the fib line, and this is really important. So that's why I recommend for all our new traders come in. I put them on this one here because it's the easier one to do, and it is very forgiving auto trade if a trader make mistake. It's not like, you know, it's a very forgiving, it's much more elastic with the trades, so trader will not get in trouble, and it is built to do also the micro accounts with it, so he cannot mess up that much in it. After 15 years training people, you know there is sometimes people you know, sometimes people, they're not going to listen. They want to go straight to, you tell him not to go live, he buys it on Friday, he goes live on Monday, no matter what you say. So there is a lot of safety on the AM strategy for a guy don't want to listen, so they cannot get in trouble. So as we see, the NASDAQ stayed above, like I said a few minutes ago. If this NASDAQ go below that line, then you need to close all your long trade, and it did not. This is very good. We pinpoint the re-entry here, the first re-entry and the second re-entry at 39.40. Those are the only two re-entry on the ES. There is nothing else. You know, I'm trying to fuzzle everywhere to see what's going on and see if there's any thing we can approach the market with. And sadly, there is not much. There is no short on the ES. And if the NASDAQ go below that line, does mean we have short. We still have 10 minutes to hit the institutional target, and it is 39.57, and we'll see what happened. I want to cover the scalper to our traders. For the last couple weeks, we've been covering the scalper. The scalper is based on a pullback re-entry. It's not a dummy auto trade like an ATR, above or below moving average. And you can see how the entry come in based on a pullback re-entry and how they exit it. And here, no, this one different. This one the scalper. And so this is the biggest mistake when you are using ATR. If you notice, when the market come into the support area, the system reversed the market while the other auto trades that were taken short, this one reversed. And when the market pulled back, and it's not like the ATR. When the ATR going long, the scalper go the opposite direction because it's based on a pullback re-entry. It's not on the breakout because you have so many false breakout in the market. So that's why if we study the trades, when the market pulled back, re-entered, market pulled back, re-entered, market pulled back, re-entered. It's not a dishwasher machine on the breakout. And the same story on this one here. This is the scalper. And then when you trade between the fibs with the M strategy, you're fine. And here's the ES7 range again. I told you it's going to go long on the support area after we finish with the short area. And it did. And look, let me show you. Again, if you remember, we closed that trade. And look what happened again. This is really important, especially to the new clients we have. Is you see this 20 times a day. The market come into the support or resistance, missing one tick, and it goes back. It's very important to every single member. When you see things like this, it don't need a genius. It don't need, I can get a guy from a bodega can do that. When you see the market come and missed by one tick, just close this damn thing. Close it. Don't sit down and look at it over stupid one tick, because this has happened on the way down and this is happening on the way up. And you have to understand this is a resistance line. And sometimes the market hold. And look, the market is holding and you are missing one tick to close a trade cost $350 on one contract, for God's sake. So if we notice, we missed one tick when the auto trade taken short, and we are missing one tick to close that trade. What you're waiting on? So this is what I want to put on the iPad when somebody is on a bus, on a truck, on the beach with his wife, mistress, whatever, he can see this and he can close the trade. That's what I want. So if you notice, 2 times the market come into the target, because the target is not like those other auto trade, you fix it. It depends where the trade is, where is the fib lines are. So on this one here, close it. It's right there on the top. On the top, you're gonna close this damn thing, and you should not wait on that stupid one tick. I mean, we cannot be helpless. We cannot be helpless in the trading. We cannot be totally brainless in any kind of trade. We cannot be just totally spaced out. So when we see things like this, close this damn thing and get it over with. And you missed out on one tick. Live with it. Life is not perfect. And now you are gaining $562 based on one contract. Some other people cannot do 500 in 1 week. So, and there's only a couple hours in the trading. So that's why I'm happy Ninja Trader is gonna give us this chance to let our clients able to execute their trades if they have to on an iPad or a smartphone. And I just received those lousy predictor with the crypto. Here's a message. Keep your head up. The future is a crypto exchange. I mean, I own a crypto. I give it to my kids. Well, yeah. Well, they're saying keep your heads up. Well, I'm so glad only your head has to be up, nothing else. But be careful, don't break your neck if you hold it very much up. Those people have made a lot of people lose money, including my brother. I mean, he's not smarter either. Those guys, when they last year predicted the Bitcoin going to 100,000, my brother got overexcited, went behind my back, and it was around New Year Eve, and he went and put a second mortgage on his house. Guess what? The crypto went to 30,000. Not this last year, the year before. I don't know if it was last year or the year before. I don't know. So, and all their prediction was wrong. So what I'm saying is, now they're saying, keep your head up. Good. He couldn't figure out anything else to keep up. I'm so glad. But don't keep it too much up. You might break it. Okay, so I don't know how to predict markets 10 years and 20 years from now. I cannot figure out what I'm eating tomorrow. But on a day trading, if you are consistent on the day trading, you don't need somebody to tell you need to wait till 2040 to make money. You can make money on a daily basis if you know the market. That's all. Folks, that's all what we have. Is 11 o'clock. I'm sorry, the market is not moving. And it's 10:59. Eventually, this market is going to hit target 1. And now it's 10:59 plus minus 5 minutes. It's a climb into the target 1. Absolutely. And then if we manage to get to target 2, that means it's finished for the morning session. So don't stay in the market. And if you are a smart trader, once you hit target 1, close for the morning session, close all your trade. And keep your head up. the future of crypto exchange rest. Okay, uncertain. Okay, good. I'll keep my head up. Or maybe he can keep his head up. I don't know. So, folks, that's all what we have, and we wish you a pleasant day. And please be careful. The market is not trending very good. Thank you very much.